Hello everybody and welcome. We are back with some more Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. Since we last played there has been a new little patch, and so came with some free armor. There's all the Fell Forward Dwellers stuff, pretty good, honestly. Yeah, actually quite good, but I can't actually equip it right now, so that's fine. We do need to level up, but we actually need to talk to Oysbth, who is right here, about getting into the gong at the sunken ruins. The ancient gong, the sunken village. Sorry, can you help me fix it? Shop. Oh, yeah. Sell all garbage. What do we got? Not that much. Let's find
Why
out.
would you want to fix it? Do you even know what it is?
Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant, ancient statue that somebody tried to turn to dust, they must have had a good reason for it.
I need to repair it to become a keeper.
Well, if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, the terror from the sea will bite me in the ass while I bathe.
Of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of thing since I could swing a hammer. It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice, generation to generation. Nothing fancy, just good old blacksmithing. But obviously, though, you'd have to bring me a couple things so that I can actually do it.
I have what you want in order to fix the gong.
How did you, Oh, forget it. I don't even want to know. Just give me a moment.
Nice.
Here, that should do it. Do whatever you need to if you're really sure about this. But please try to come back alive.
Let's go. Where are we going? Talk to somebody there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can't remember. Let's level up while we're here. Stash. Move all crafting. That weight's pretty good. There actually isn't much to do there. Level up. Let's go for. I was gonna go for another strength. And then stamina, I think. Fully restored stamina causes you to take 15% less. No. What do we got here? Killing an enemy restores stamina. After staggering an enemy, restore stamina. Movement. Sliding slows down time for 2 seconds. Now I want that. Regenerate. Dashes faster. Dashes cost less stamina. Healing. Well, okay. Statuses. If enemy has an active status, they take 10% more damage. Okay. I'm not really working into increase armor value of your equipment by 2%. Weight threshold, gain extra. Armor will probably be good to pop into. But I'm just trying to. I think I still wanted to throw some points into something. Having a no. Fighting with 2 weapons of different types, no. Attacking one weapon stronger by 10%. Heavy attacks. Blocking while dual wielding blocks 10% more damage. Heavy attacks. No. Melee damage. Increase physical damage for each point of your weapon's weight. Yeah, we're gonna pop into armor now. Display limit threshold with 5%. It's good. Endurance increase your melee damage by 1 point. That's good. Yeah, it's all pretty good. For a frontline fight, I confirm. Done. Done. Got nothing. Yeah, Seawall had a lot to say. Seawall had a lot to say about you.
It was the most painful thing I heard. I didn't know. I had no idea this is what happened to him.
You don't know, or you didn't want to know. As king, it was your job to know. Let's go. You didn't know, or you didn't want to know.
There were other things that required my attention. We were losing the war. I was needed everywhere. I should have paid more attention to what Merlin was doing. I shouldn't have let go.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll take that. Consumables. Yeah, there we are. There's a druid here. Oh, let's get it on. Not bad. Eternal Sea. Okie dokie, hello. Giant sandworm. Dope. Talking about taking off ultimate earth? I sure can. Creepy looking. Oh, okie doke.
Who dares disturb my peace? You made an oath never to summon me again.
I didn't do shit. Forgive me, my lord. I want to be deemed worthy to touch the Excalibur.
Excalibur. Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me.
Do I know you?
It seems he speaks to me. Allow me to answer him.
Okay.
Welcome, old friend. I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow of my true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. forgive me.
That's what you told me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me. But you are here now. The will and the power led you back to this place. Even in this incomplete form.
Where should I look for myself? I wish to restore Avalon to its former glory, yet I don't know how.
Avalon's fate has never rested upon one person alone, not even one as great as King Arthur. Yet here you are, trying again, restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my friend.
Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon once more. I do not think I have the strength.
Your path is true. Seek wholeness, and Avalon will reveal what it needs from you. And yes, you need to touch Excalibur.
Thank you, my friend.
Interesting.
And you, mortal. You have given yourself to the King's service. You are worthy of a place among the keepers of the South. Arthur, take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take. It always was. I deem you worthy, my friend. The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended. You know where to look for your soul. Trust yourself. And when you reach your journey's end, I trust you will make the right choice.
Interesting. The Lord of the Seas granted me a blessing that should allow me to take the fragments. So fragments from Excalibur. Okay, sounds good. That's it there. Okay. Sorry about that. Hope he's candy. Get to touch the sword finally.
It's
Without
nice to have a
murdering
break.
me. Let's go. Alright, boys and girls, it's finally time. Oh, that was close. We're going back to the touch.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command.
Bind the soul to the stone.
I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants.
Lord of the Seas granted me a blessing that should allow me to take Excalibur. Take the. Ugh. I don't wanna.
Enough, Merlin. You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. These experiments, they're destroying what remains of us.
Destroying us?
They're what's keeping us alive. Do you think the Four Dwellers will stop for pity or mercy? Every soul we lose here saves 10 more on the battlefield. You told me to do this. You sanctioned this. And I'm close to getting it right. I know it.
No, we can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
You know full well, Arthur, that this isn't about victory. It's about survival. If we don't push these boundaries, there will be no future for your kingdom, for Avalon. You dream of peace, but without victory, there will be no peace to dream of. The path ahead is brutal, but if we relent now, we lose everything.
And yet we keep losing people and gaining nothing in return. We must change the path.
They volunteered for this.
They volunteered to save our kingdom, and you've gotten no closer to doing it. Their sacrifices cannot be in vain, Merlin. Find another way. Use your mind, your wisdom. Leave this slaughterhouse you've created behind.
A different way. That will take time, and resources we may not have. The enemy won't wait.
They will if I make them. Whatever it takes, I will buy you that time. Find me a weapon that wins this war without annihilating what we fight to protect.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Let it be known that it was my decision, and I will bear the consequences of it.
Oh no, my king. People can never know. It was all my idea, and you knew nothing about it. All of us have our role to play. You are the leader, and they need to love you.
That's
If
good.
we win, you need to become more than a man. You need to become a symbol.
Do you think so? You have gathered a few fragments of Arthur's soul. Unlocking its hidden potential, open the menu to explore the King's Soul skill tree or visit a bonfire to develop new abilities. Slime time slows down, and then killing enemies restores a portion of the King's. When using King's Soul, you deflect all incoming projectiles. Daily damage has a small chance to create a weird essence which can be collected to regenerate a portion of the King's Soul. If King's Soul is fully charged, automatically use it when you would have received lethal damage. I like that one. Finishes restore more. Yeah, damage is increased by 50% for each enemy killed. That's pretty good. And when using King's Soul, you receive 50% less damage. They're all very good. Lord of the Seas has granted me a blessing that should allow me to take the diddly dun diddly did dun did it dun diddly do. Hey buddy, you just chilling in there, having a good time? Yeah. Nah, we'll let him sleep.
Now, I remember.
So you knew all about it.
Before you judge me, it all seems so obvious now, doesn't it? The right thing to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't back then. And you can trust me on that. We were on the brink of losing the war. And wars aren't won with wishful thinking. There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. And in the end, the ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. And their deaths gave Merlin the knowledge he needed to finish his work. To find something that could really turn the tide in our favor.
Yeah, do you really think the experiment you made was justified?
Justified? No. Justification is for those who have the luxury of doubt. And I had a kingdom to save. They were brave men who volunteered their lives, just as they did every time we rode onto the battlefield. The difference was that if Merlin succeeded, one man's sacrifice could have saved us all, could have ended the war before more blood was spilled. If sacrificing a few meant the survival of all, then there was no choice at all. Maybe they never saw justice. Maybe their real stories were erased from history. Call it cruelty. Call it madness. But if I'd done nothing, there would be no Avalon left to argue over. But the kingdom still stands. The people live. And that has to mean something.
Yeah, it falls into that trap. Are they now actually living in a world they want to live in? Or would it be better if the kingdom perished?
I did. But this wasn't about pride. It wasn't about saving face. It was about survival. The truth about all this would have broken my people. I couldn't allow that. And a king doesn't get to flinch. If that meant carrying the weight alone, so be it. I would make that choice again if I had to.
So what did he come up with to win the war?
I told him to stop the experiments on our men, but to keep going. And he did. He started experimenting on the Four Dwellers, the enemy. If their bodies could be broken down, their power turned against them. Wasn't that their own doing? Wasn't that fair? So he figured out how to twist the Four Dwellers' power into something we could wield. I told him to conquer the weirdness. And in the end, he did.
What?
He found a way to make me stronger. Stronger than any man had the right to be. It wasn't just magic. It was something deeper, older. A force that reshaped me.
Turn him into a Four Dweller.
And with it, we won. The war ended. Avalon was ours. The bloodshed stopped, the banners were raised, and the kingdom stood safe.
Does victory erase the price you paid for it?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I keep thinking about Seawall. He was ready to pay the ultimate price for what we were fighting for. And I thought he did. I grieved him. Told myself his sacrifice had meaning, that he had given his life for Avalon. And now, after all these years, finding him like this, I told myself I carried the weight of my choices. But seeing him, I wonder if I ever truly did.
Interesting. Now I wonder what the reception's going to be for touching the sword.
You've got that look again. Like you've seen something you wish you hadn't. Another piece of the king's soul reclaimed, right? What did it show you this time?
None your fucking business.
Merlin.
And Arthur talking about agent experiments.
Merlin and his obsession with the weirdness. The king thought it could save us. Merlin thought it could be controlled. Together, they were willing to tear the world apart to win.
You know more than you're letting on. Can you start making sense?
I was a prototype for Merlin's latest idea. Immortality.
Yeah, that's
Me
right.
and Seawall, the king's loyal pawns. Used and discarded when they found a better way. When they decided to go even deeper into their madness and turn our king into a monster.
Did Arthur know what was happening? You didn't end like Seawall.
Seawall was Merlin's first attempt. I was the last. We could say I was lucky, but to say that would take a truly macabre sense of humor, don't you think?
Why didn't you fight back?
Against who? Merlin? The king? You don't fight gods when you're just a pawn on their board. You endure. You wait. And when the time comes, you either break, or you're left to clean up their mess. That's what I do. What I've always done.
What, wait and do nothing? Did Arthur know what was
Even
happening?
if he didn't, he should have. He was desperate to win. And desperation doesn't leave room for conscience. Every scream, every scar, even if he didn't see it, he allowed it. That's as good as approving it.
What do you mean clean up their mess? But with us, he said he had to do it or humanity would be lost.
Of course he'd say that. There's always a scapegoat and a convenient excuse for men like him. But it doesn't absolve him. Not when he was the one who unleashed this madness on all of us. He wanted victory, no matter the cost. And when you want something that badly, you stop looking too closely at what's being done in your name. And, after all, who said we were supposed to win this war? Who said we were supposed to survive?
I assume you still want something from me.
You've seen what they did. What he did. And that's not the end of the story. It's not the extent of their sins. Find the pieces of his soul. Put him back together, if that's what it takes. And then we, or I alone, if you decide to defy me, can end the cycle. Either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broken before it happens. But know this. Once he's whole, Arthur's power, his mistakes, and his madness will all return. And when that moment comes, I'll be there. Whether to stand with you or step over you. The choice is yours. Just remember that when that happens, and you stand by his side, there won't be room for both of you.
I'm going to fix this. I need to know where to start.
You've already started. But if you want the next piece, head to Cuanacht. The menhir there is failing. The weirdness swallowing what's left of the village. You will need to find another artifact. The shield our king gave to Palamedes. He was one of the king's finest. A voice of reason amidst the madness. But it didn't save him or his legacy from what they had coming. Find the shield. And then, well, we will meet again. We'll see if your perspective changes.
Indeed. Alrighty. Shh, be quiet. Okay. Tell me. Oh, that's what it says. She had to Cuanacht and find the shield of Palamedes. That's that. That's the way. That's our way through. If I pick another quest. Okay, there's another path here through. I can't remember where that takes me. I'm gonna have a very quick look at the right-hand gate. I just want to see what it says.
I like it when things are quiet.
I killed any more bandits?
Please. Go.
Yeah, I don't care what he says. Oh, sorry about the noise before. I was fixing my chair while they were talking. Apologies if that interrupted too much. Chop, 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 chop. This takes me to Cuanacht, just a different path. Alrighty, well, seeming as we're at this gate, we're going through here. But that is going to be the end of today's episode, everybody. We are finally finished with the Horns of the South, heading into the next area. It's going to be exciting to see what's going on and what's going to happen. So don't forget to join us for some more Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. Alright, peace.